Let me know once you see my screen.
Yeah, it's visible.
So I've tried my best. This
Hmm.
yellow mark, I've done this all.
Okay.
Okay. I do not understand what we have to do in this one first scenario.
Okay. Now the scenario is something which is again related to all the setup that you need to that needs to be done. And so it's a prerequisite.
Okay.
So this is a scenario, and based on this scenario, you need to configure this particular setup.
Okay. This is a part of first step only. First I have to do this, then I have to configure and perform accounts payable setup and bank setup.
Correct. So see,
Okay.
the question was like company name is Crystal Honda. So here I believe like just scroll up, like this is the only first one. No, create a legal entity. So the company name is like the Crystal Honda. Okay,
Okay.
and go up again, the very first line. Then based on this Crystal Honda, you can have one rough this company code, then region. This will be all dummy, as you all know, because it's just a
Okay.
hypothetical scenario. So based
Okay.
on this scenario, you need to carry out this setup. So let me see how you have done the setup, irrespective of.
Uh, I have created my own. I didn't know that I have to create on the basis of this paragraph.
Okay.
So I created my own, you can say, imaginary company,
Hmm.
and done all this.
Okay.
Uh,
Then show me all those things. Like scenario might be anything. Today is a crystal. The tomorrow might be the one that you have created.
so I created this with my name GSH,
Hmm.
and first I have to show you a legal entity, right?
Yeah.
So you can see I've given the name,
Hmm.
company code.
Okay.
Okay, then two address, headquarter and warehouse. I've just taken a random address, one
Okay.
for business, one for delivery,
Mm-hmm.
and I have added a phone number also.
Okay.
And I
Fine.
think I changed this image. That's all I've done here in legal entity.
Mm-hmm. And what is the print destination that you have kept?
Sorry,
Print destination.
print destination. I've not done it. It was a default setting.
Okay, so you should always keep this setting as a screen only.
Okay.
As I told you earlier during our class session, like this print destination will be something which will appear in your screen first, then it is going to be printed out.
Yes.
Okay.
After that,
Hmm.
address another delivery logo. I just want to understand the logo part because I've added a image in logo. That's all I have to do, or I have to do anything else as well,
No, no, this is the only thing that you need to do.
or add a image. Any first a company will prepare its logo,
Hmm.
and then that will be uploaded here, right?
Yes,
That's all.
yes, yes. And
Okay.
you can see the impact in your home screen only.
On the home screen shows this image, the dashboard image.
Banner. Now see, since you have used this dashboard company image type as banner, here you can find out logo. Like there will be one option. Just
Here,
just change it. Click on it. A drop down should appear. Give a logo.
yeah, I will select logo. Then this image will appear here, right?
Right, 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 right.
Okay, that I've tried already.
Mm-hmm. So this is the okay. Then what about the other configuration?
Then I have done the calendar fiscal year.
Show
Okay.
me.
I have to go to general ledger.
Hmm.
General ledger में आपको इसको calendars and fiscal calendar.
Okay.
Here I have created one calendar and two consecutive years.
Okay.
That's, that is correct.
Perfect.
Okay.
So inside
Then
calendar, you have created two consecutive years for 25 and 26. Okay. And
yeah,
what is the financial year that you have kept while creating a calendar? Like what was the start date and end date? I think
January to December.
January to December means the US calendar you have followed. Okay.
Yeah,
Perfect.
and after that currency.
Hmm.
Okay, and we'll go to general ledger currencies
Hmm.
and currencies. I think set accounting. Okay, here already there was a INR and USD.
Correct.
So where will be the accounting currency and reporting currency exchange rate?
Hmm.
I'm still learning where's the path.
That's
Uh,
okay. Mm, the only thing is like you need to have a frequent interaction with the with this application,
yeah, yeah,
at least daily. Then only you can have those navigation in your hand. Otherwise, it always really very difficult to keep wandering around the system and look after the option that we need.
yeah, right.
So, which location you are looking for? Currencies.
Currency, I think accounting currency. I have set up, but I forget where it is.
See, accounting currency, you don't have to set up anything on that, but you need to assign a currency into a path known as accounting currency or into a section which will be described as an accounting currency in general ledger module. Okay, so first of all, you need to think of like what is the currency that will be dealt with your company. The company means the legal entity. So as you have decided that my company will be dealing with the USD, that is the accounting currency or the local currency, whichever you say. After that, you will be creating all those currencies. Doesn't matter be it accounting or reporting. The main
Mhm.
objective should be first of all you should create the current available currencies that will be used for your transactional purpose. Okay. Now
Okay.
once you have decided that my reporting currency will be different from the accounting currency, then based
Mhm.
on that you can search for a reporting currency. If it is not available in the list, then simultaneously you can create it. Once you
Mhm.
have your currency in your hand, then what you will do, you will go to general ledger, go to general ledger,
I'm already in general ledger.
then go to ledger setup.
Ledger setup. Right.
Then here the page is known as ledger.
Okay.
So
Ledger.
here what you need to do, you need to connect all the configuration which is required to start a transaction. Okay.
Okay.
So as you did already, so here you have set the accounting currency. Means this USD or INR will be acting as an accounting currency and this USD will be acting as a reporting
Reporting
currency.
currency.
Okay, here you can define which one will be your accounting and as well as reporting. Other than
Mhm.
that, you need to create all the currencies if it is not available in your system. Then only
Yeah.
you can define it. Apart
Okay.
from that, what is the exchange rate you have created? Let me please show me.
Yeah. After that, I have to exchange rate.
Yeah.
And then see exchange rate time.
Okay. What was the exchange rate type? First of all, I want to know that because there can be a multiple exchange rate type.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
I created USD to INR,
Okay.
and the unit at I kept it one, and you said to use the current rate. So I googled on 27, it was 86.44, and on 1st June it was
Okay.
86.46.
Fine. So I have a one question. So for example, you have kept date as 1st of June and another one is 20
7.
27th of June. Okay. Now, prior to 1st June, if any transaction occurs, then which currency exchange rate will take place? Or which currency exchange rate will be considered in the system?
Prior to 1st June,
Yeah,
it will be, I think, 86.46.
no. Is it? If the I need to confirm what is the from date.
It is 30th May.
30th May.
Yeah.
Okay, considering the fact that your transaction should start from 30th May only, because
Mhm.
prior to that you cannot proceed for transaction because you do not have any exchange rate.
Okay.
Okay, so if even if your transaction starts from 30th of May, it will consider the 1st June exchange rate till 26th, and then on 27 your the updated currency exchange rate will be considered.
Okay.
Okay. So sometimes what happens is like until and unless we do have exchange rate all in our hand, then this is not at all a practical practice to do this. Like they will be integrating something different apart from doing it in manual. So until unless they does it, what we can do, we can share the global exchange rate as already defined in the system. So how you can get that, you can get that using this particular drop down exchange rate type. You can see this exchange rate type,
Yeah.
click on it. Now instead of this gsh fixed rate, you can use the default one, default global rate. No,
Yes.
just
Default
yeah,
global
yeah.
rate. Yeah.
If you click on it, you can see all the global rates that are being applied.
Okay.
Okay, you can use this particular default global rate also.
Okay.
Okay, this is an alternate option. Here you will be getting all the exchange rate by default. Means you won't be facing any problem while in the middle of transactions due to
Okay.
exchange rate. Otherwise, lot of troubles means all the trouble that arises just because of this exchange rate only.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, so you can revert back to your own exchange rate and click on back. Don't save it, otherwise it will change the configuration. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, what are the other setups that you have created?
I've
Exchange
done
rate done, currencies done, calendar done.
chart of accounts done after that.
Okay, show me.
This is the chart of account I created
Okay,
for four assets, four liability, four expense, four revenue.
done. Now, just show me any of the chart of account. Go inside of it. When the main account, go inside any of the main account. Okay. What will happen if I check mark this particular option that is known as do not allow manual entry?
Do not administration do not allow manual entry.
What impact it will make on this particular main account if I enable this option?
If we enable, we will not be able to make any manual entry, means a journal entry for this particular account.
Okay, then what will be the possible other way to make entry into this account?
I think that will be a batch run or automatic process.
No, we need to connect this main account to some other that other sub ledger account, so that
Okay.
it gets so that the transaction gets automatically recorded into this main account. Generally what happens is like this option is particular only for those main account which will be acting as a sub ledger account, which will be acting as an offset account to a particular sub ledger account. For example, say for example this cash account, if it would have been if it would have not been cash account, say for example it's a bank account, so we can link those that particular main account to a bank account, so that whenever those bank account performs any transactions, automatically those records should get recorded into those particular main account. It is just to safeguard the automatic transaction process, and without having any manual intervention.
Okay, think that's a tough part.
Okay, and have you proceeded further, like creating dimensions?
I think after that I've created for
Have you created any journal names?
journal names. Yeah, I've created journal names. Journal ledger, journal entries, and
No, I am saying journal names.
yeah, that's time where it is set up. Yeah, it is journal names. I've created these four journal names:
Hmm.
journal, invoice journal, revenue journal, vendor payment journal.
Great. So for each journal, what was the type of journal that you have assigned to? For daily journal, you have given as a daily or general journal.
Yeah.
For invoice journal,
Invoice by invoice registered. I've
okay.
selected from the drop down whatever the drop
Hmm.
down I thought is suitable for them.
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
For revenue, done it account receivable. That was the only option available.
Okay.
It was bad debt reserved. I don't know why it has.
No, it's a bad debt. It's something different.
Yeah.
Apart from that, for revenue, you can keep it as a daily journal also, because
Okay.
anytime when we will be receiving any revenue, we will be using our daily or general journal to receive the same amount.
Okay.
And for invoice journal, I think there will be what you found is like invoice register.
Yeah.
I think there should be some other option also.
Let's see. Application approval, registration, learning budget, customer
If it is
create
not, then it is okay for invoice register.
vendor invoice regarding it is vendor invoice and
No, no, it
is
is related to vendor. Is there any other called vendor invoice recording?
yeah, vendor invoice regarding only it is there.
Yeah, that will be the option. Vendor invoice recording.
Okay. And in last vendor payment, I vendor disbursement.
Yeah, perfectly fine. Okay. How did you created the number sequence?
And number sequence, I think I have created that automated process which the system does
Hmm.
creates automatically.
Okay.
That process I have followed.
Have you tried manual one?
No, I have not tried manual, but I have seen multiple times
Hmm.
manual where
So
it will be
try for one, and you can try few of them.
yeah, number sequence where it will be number sequence will be
You don't have to look for any other thing. You can directly create a new one.
yeah. I just thinking that is this the one I created or not? I
No, you
don't think.
can filter it out. Type the name if you remember. or else it will take a lot of time to search. Press enter.
No, I don't think I've created here.
Otherwise,
Create.
yeah,
Yeah, I've created. I've selected this generate. That's
100.
why.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is the automatic process.
Yeah.
Otherwise, what you can do, I can give you one short trick. Just
Okay.
go to any of the number sequence that has been assigned to any of the parameters.
Okay. Just to edit what we have did today, right?
Yeah,
In today's session.
the same process you can follow. Or else what you can do, you can always follow the path of parameter. Okay, so for every module there will be one parameter that is known as say for example for accounts payable there will be an accounts payable parameter, and their navigations are same, that is they will be always under a setup. So you can
Okay.
go to setup, then accounts payable parameter for example, or general ledger parameter, and
Okay.
inside that parameter you can have a number sequence table. From there you can pick any of the particular format for which number sequence are being used, and you can edit the same. Now see, for accounts payable, all the parameter which requires a number sequence will be available in this particular list. So you can
Okay.
pick any one of them and you can edit it. Like for vendor account, what you can do, yeah, you can simply go to view details. You will end up directly into this page, and here you can simply, you don't have to modify anything. You just simply come down to the segments,
Okay.
and you just remove this particular company. Yeah, the top one, and click here remove, and in the constant you can give some. hmm,
Okay. This is six, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
you need to keep it as a continuous.
Continuous.
Yes.
And save.
Hmm.
Done, right?
Done. Now to test, how you can test, you can click on save here in the upper section, the main file,
Where?
and now try to create one vendor and see if the same format is appearing as the number sequence you have created. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So your number sequencer. Okay. So in that way, you can also create, or you can also proceed for another configuration like creating dimensions, then assigning all this small configuration to general ledger page.
Okay.
Okay, so you complete it and proceed further. You will get many errors. Also, you will get success, but don't hesitate. Please do let me know if you face any problem.
Yeah, I faced, I think,
Yeah, what are the problems and questions you're having? You can raise it one by one.
invoice general. I was getting some error while invoicing general.
Hmm. Show me.
I think,
No, not here. Not here. Go back.
it's please.
Let it be, then go back.
This is the correct page for
Yeah.
invoice journal.
Yeah, this is the correct page for inversion. Click on new. Hmm.
Then I have to select
Invoice
invoice
journal. Hmm.
journal. Then lines.
Yeah.
It was giving some transaction account number error. I don't remember.
Let me see.
Okay. This will be invoice, vendor invoice. This
Hmm.
will be vendor, right?
Hmm.
And I have to select any vendor from this
Yeah.
to then invoice date
Hmm.
2029
Hmm.
description.
Okay. These are not so mandatory. You can give it, either you can leave it.
So vendor invoice.
Hmm.
So
So what is the amount for which the invoice will be created?
and let's keep it 100. It
Hmm.
will be credit, right?
It will be credit
I
because
have
we
to
are creating a liability for a vendor.
yes. It will be
From where it will be debited, either from
from
our cash account or from bank account.
okay.
So you have configured bank.
Yes, I have configured two banks.
Great.
One was as SBI and another is HDFC.
Hmm.
Offset, then
Type of transaction.
transaction, various type of transaction. I think I have to add.
Hmm.
It's not there, right?
Yeah. Or you can type transaction type or type anything. You
It's
can
not
check method of payment.
method.
Yeah.
Yes, it's there.
Hmm.
Mhm. Why it became two lines?
Mm, just go right. It's a duplicate entry, right? I think so. Just
Yeah, it's a duplicate.
delete any of the. Now check.
Now we have to save this method. Okay,
It's okay. Let us see for one. We can do that later.
e-payment, electronic payment, right? For the
Okay.
bank.
Okay.
Done. Now we have to validate.
Hmm.
Validate.
Okay. Voucher. Let me see what is the transaction here.
Voucher number not specified as of.
Voucher number must be filled in. Invoice number is not filled in. Okay. Do one thing. Delete the line and create a fresh line. That will be better because in between something happened, like two lines has been
Yeah.
created. I think the original one has been deleted. So not
So
to
I
make.
should go back and create a new journal or here only.
No, no, here you can create a line. You can use this invoice journal and create a new line.
Hmm. Voucher number is empty here.
Voucher number you need to give because I think for this invoice journal, I think voucher number was not applied. Check, duplicate this tab and check in journal, invoice journal. Duplicate this tab.
It is there.
No, no, no. You go to journal setup, journal name. We need to ensure that the voucher series number or the voucher series code has been implied into invoice journal registry. Journal setup, journal names. Now in the invoice journal only, you need to check if the voucher series has been given. Double click on it. Click on edit and rectify or just delete the company and use the constant. And give some meaningful name as INV hyphen. Okay. And check the rest of the thing and click on save. Two times save.
Continuous. It is
Continuous.
not.
Keep it continuous, not manual. See, there option manual option is enabled. Close the manual option, then only you can have a continuous.
Okay. It is 6. Okay.
Now save it. Go back. Go back. And you can come down to this tab also. Now what you will do, you will just remove this line again, refresh the page. Yeah. Now try to create a new line. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Invoice number has appeared. Now select the vendor. What it is saying, account number for transaction type, vendor balance.
It does not exist.
Have you created the transaction type?
Transaction type. No, I don't think I've done any of that.
So for this particular bank to work, you need to go ahead with all the setups.
Okay.
Somewhere in between, you cannot continue with the payment, and rest of the things also needs to be done, like connecting all this configuration into the ledger page.
Okay.
So ensure all these things, then only you will be able to create transaction.
So what I have to do now to correct this?
You need to ensure that ledger page should be completely filled in.
Ledger should be completed, right?
Should be completed. Means you need to connect all those small configurations. Apart from account structure, you can you need to you should be it is mandatory to connect all these configuration into ledger page, except for account structure. Account structure you can add it later also. Okay.
Okay.
But you need to be aware that you cannot use the ledger account for transaction.
Okay.
Okay, if there is no account structure, you cannot do that. And the second thing is bank setup should be completed in all aspects.
It's- Is it look okay, or I have to? Is there anything?
No, as far as concerned, this bank is okay, but prior to bank setup, there are some other configuration, right? The
Okay.
transaction type. Just open this module here in this section, bank group, bank transaction type. So these are the things you need to ensure in the setup page.
Okay. This.
Hmm.
Mm, setup page. Okay. This and these two only, group and transaction type.
Transaction type, transaction groups.
Okay.
Okay. So these are the
Mm,
things you can refer to the video again and
okay.
go as I have taught you all, like how you should follow the sequence. Then accordingly you carry out the transaction. Then it is definitely going to
Okay.
be done. Okay.
Okay. Uh,
Any more question? Logical or
no, no.
theoretical?
I will do this, and then if I have,
Yeah.
I'll ask again.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Refer to video as many time as you want, and you can come back to me anytime whenever you feel so. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm 24/7 available. You don't have to worry on that.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So
I'll see.
once your this logics are all cleared, and I have one suggestion for you. This configuration is okay. Okay, no one is going to ask you much more details like what is there inside your bank setup, what are
Okay.
the specific options, what is the positive pay. They will pick up one of the option, like you need to have a keen eye on this configuration, like say for example positive pay format. For example, no one is going to ask you, but being just giving you a hypothetical scenario, like they might ask you a question like, can you describe me what is positive pay, or what is the use, or what significance does it give us if I configure positive pay format, like that only. Now
Okay.
for
The
example,
theory part, right?
theory part, they will ask you maximum all these things.
Okay.
And the question that I have shared today in the class, like what should be the accounting, or what difference it will make if I do not give the terms of payment in vendor payable account. So
Okay.
the invoice date and due date will be same. So in that way, all these questions will be asked. And most importantly, the ledger entries.
Okay.
Okay, so which account is getting credited and which account is getting debited on what occasions, you should have a clear picture in your mind.
Yeah, it's been more than 10 years I've done journal entries. In MNC, we don't use journal entries. You
Mm-hmm.
must have known that. Yeah. So it's out of my mind that's why I'm struggling with the journal ledger.
Don't worry on that. You keep on transit, keep doing all this configuration and try to post all those transaction, and every time uh, try to see the vouchers, like how these vouchers are being made entry onto the system. Okay,
Okay.
so in
Okay.
that
So,
way you can learn, and you can
how,
also refer to this Microsoft document page sometimes if you want. There also
okay.
you will get some inputs. So
Yeah, I've been, set up in Microsoft Learn. They have all the theory, uh, so that you can get to know what is it, and then the steps are there how to do it.
yeah.
I've seen some of them.
So in that way you can carry out your process. And once you feel confident, and I will not try, in fact I will, at any cost I will provide you all with a questionnaires of possible questions of interviews that might be asked in any of the